What's going on, guys? My name is Major Nonsense, and welcome to my second Smite gameplay on this channel. I just wanted to preface this video by talking about the god I'll be playing through this episode. You'll probably see one game from me playing Izanami, just so I can show you what she's all about. But let's talk about her abilities so we don't have to talk about them in-game. We're going to start with her passive, which is every 15% of her health that is missing, she gains an extra 4% physical penetration, up to 5 stacks. So basically, you could be missing up to like 75% of your health, and that's when you would have a max penetration, aka 20%. And so it's a really cool passive. Basically, the more damage she takes, the more armor she goes through. It would help her for taking down tanks if necessary while she's low on health, or any kind of warrior, or maybe a mage or assassin that built some armor to defend against you. Anyway, let's move on to her one. Her one is called Sickle Storm, and it gives you bonus attack speed and extra damage, and also makes Izanami like a regular hunter. As you can see, when she throws her combos like boomerangs. This causes her to do half damage, and it hits them twice, so it ends up with the full damage of a hunter, but you have to land it both ways. Now, Sickle Storm allows her to be almost like a normal hunter with just some extra attack speed. As you can see, I activate them. Now the sickles don't have to come back to me. They just hit raw, and that's it. They don't come back, they don't go anywhere, just like a normal hunter. It's very good for bursting down enemies, especially with the fact that she has her own invisibility, the first stealth hunter to the hunter family. Well, let's talk about her 2. So her 2 basically gives her extra damage, and it slows the enemy. Sorry, it doesn't give extra damage, does a lot of damage. And yeah, as you can see there, it does around 500 true if it did true damage, around 500. So it's good for getting up close to the enemy, slowing them, and then bursting them down with whatever you got, if you want to activate your square. And I guess next we can talk about her circle, which is where I would use the combo with her X and her square. Her circle is her stealth, fade away. So this gives her at full 5 seconds of invisibility. Once you get to this point, once they can see you go invis, when you watch it, that red line that you can see following me, they can't see. But when you use this, I would activate your square, throw in your X, and just burst them down while they're slowed. That'll also help you build up the slowness on your X, which is something I neglected to mention. Every single time you get a kill while an enemy is slowed, it builds up how much their slow is. So the slow duration is 3 seconds, and it max 30%. What happens if you kill an enemy while they're slowed, you add 6% to that slow. So over the course of the game, you could have people being slowed by 30%, which is a lot, and it'll help you stay with them without needing something like Transcendence, or sorry, not Transcendence, Hasten Fatalis. As you can see, I just built Aussie, Warrior Tabis, Deathbringer, Quinsize, Wind Demon, and Transcendence. And this is the build you will most likely see me use in game. I don't really think I'm going to plan on changing this unless I take out Aussie for something like Devourer's Gauntlet, and maybe switch the Warrior Tabis for Ninja Tabis at that point. Which would just be for probably more lifesteal and a little bit trying to keep the attack speed the same. Anyway, let's talk about her ult, which has pretty much Loki level scaling, where it gets quite a bit of damage from what you have. As you can see, if it did true damage, it'd almost do about 926 damage. But this is the kind of character where you could drop your whole kit on someone and just completely murder them. You could walk up. I'd recommend slowing them before you ult, because it is a skill shot. You have to kind of land them in it. Then you could probably two-shot them with your square. So her ult is strong enough to the point where it could probably do, a third to half of someone's health, depending on their protections and, what kind of items you buy. And that with the fact that you could start basically attacking from invisibility, you could land it on them without them even see it coming. Makes her such a strong ganker, and I can't wait to see how I do in my first game. So other than that, guys, thank you for watching. What's going on, guys? My name is Major Nonsense, just to reiterate again, and welcome back to Smite. This is my second Smite gameplay. I introduced this episode by talking about the god I'm currently playing as Izanami, so I wouldn't have to run over her in-game and talk about all her abilities. But just for now, we're going to start building with Transcendence and some meditation, and run off to XP camp. I hope to use my X as much as I can for some wave clears, so you'll probably see me upgrading that first, and then my square or my 1. Obviously focusing on using my ult, or upgrading my ult whenever I can. I'd like to say that this is, sadly, my third game, just trying to actually get Izanami as a character. I was able to lock her in. I was paying enough attention to lock her in this game quick enough so that I could actually bring you this gameplay. This is actually my third game as Izanami. My first game went fairly well. It was like 11, 3, and 13. And I recorded an episode already, which didn't go so well, mostly because of the fact that... what do you call it? My team did poorly. One of my teammates left around 8 minutes, and we surrendered at like 10. So needless to say, the gameplay wasn't very good, wasn't very fun, and I wasn't actually excited to even think about uploading it, because sadly, I did not have the, I feel like it wasn't long enough, and 2, I really don't want to post a surrender. If I do post a surrender, what you're going to see me posting is probably a 20 to 30 minute game that was actually a good game, where I probably said no to the surrender vote. I'm not a typical fan of surrendering, but sometimes you just have to admit when you've lost. This time around, definitely didn't deserve to lose. Basically, our problem was we had a teammate who left. I wasn't okay with that. And so I wasn't going to try to surrender based on their problems. Anyway, this game hopefully goes a lot better than my last few. Like I said, definitely been enjoying Izanami. She's definitely very cool, very different from any other hunter. Most of you probably don't know this, but my only Diamond God Rank 10 character is actually a hunter. It is Chiron. So this is very interesting for a new hunter to be out, you know, for the first time in a while. And yeah, definitely enjoying it. It's new. Usually they've added mages, assassins, and guardians recently. So you haven't seen much love, I guess, to the hunters, but the new items they have definitely actually lean more towards hunters, to be fair. Things like Ritual Dagger and whatnot were definitely items meant to be for, like, assassins and hunters. The hunters have gotten love recently, just not in the realm of new characters. Part of this game's going well. The other... what do you call her? Sorry, Izanami and I are both the same level, and our teammates are looking a level lower than us. Didn't realize that guy was talking. Gotta mute him. I apologize if you hear him in the video. I'll have to probably go to scoreboard and do that. So I'm gonna take the time to recall now while the new comes into lane, and probably go mute him just in case his audio is in there. Once again, I do apologize. I did not notice. I don't have game sound in. Currently, I just have my headphones connected to my microphone, which is, of course, in my PC. So let's mute the Guan. There we go. Didn't realize he was talking. Anyway, not so bad so far. Oh, it's Bacchus. He'll be fine. I was thinking Bacchus has really got to watch out for the incoming Erlang Shen. Not really. Not that much of a threat to him. Wow, no Transcendence stacks so far. That's good. There we go. There's a few. Oy. Alright, I was supposed to be far enough away from you to the point where that wasn't gonna matter. Rude. Alright, there's a cheap kill, but I'm okay with it because actually he was recalling and he's stupid to try to recall in the middle of the battlefield. Anyway, I will take that as a free kill, honestly, any day. That was just plain downright stupid of him. Ooh, got the Vulcan. Yeah, Izanami's a good pusher just for that X area damage early game. Her basic attack doesn't really have the greatest damage early game. Not really concerned with that, just concerned currently about wave clear and getting to that mid to late game point. I'm definitely doing well in terms of levels, so is the other Izanami. We both have a kill. I have an assist. But she actually has more gold than me, surprisingly, anyway, so pretty even on that front then. Alright, yeah, we're good on wave clear right now. I don't have to be worried about building these stacks too hard. But I do gotta watch out for people who have more early game damage than me. People like Susano, people like Erlang Shen, who just rip you apart early game for no reason. And it's not no reason, but it is not fun to deal with those two early game at all. The last thing I need is to get pulled into Susano's wave, or Susanoo's wave clear. That's the worst part about that guy. And he's partially broken, not to the point where it's like, oh yeah, this guy, you know, really needs a hard nerf. He's got the damage of what he's supposed to have, and he just got nerfed recently in terms of cooldown, I believe. So, you know, that's all good. Let's go back and buy some boots. They're having a team fight out on the left. Doesn't really concern me. Nobody's low health, nobody's dying. I'm not going to be able to force any kills or anything. Let's start with... there we go. Wasn't sure if I had enough for it. Couldn't remember what the starting price for Aussie was. Anyway, let's move on. Looks like Erlang Shen's trying to push minions into right tower. Let's go stop that. What do you say? There we go. I think I did fairly well there. Pretty easy kill to pick off. Just the Izanami's burst damage from the get-go, just with her X and her ult, are fantastic. If you can land that X and then just repetitively hit with your square, you're gonna shred people. And that's just the way Izanami was meant to be. As you can see, I'm actually shredding that Susano, now getting my own self shredded because, well, my Bacchus left me, and so did the, what do you call him, Guan Yu, and it was a 1-on-4, not a fight I was going to win. Anyway, that's alright, taking a first death. Not the happiest about it, of course, but that's alright. My wait time isn't too long. The other thing I hate about dying is when you die and you have a character, say Izanami on the team, or just in general, you know, you have another hunter on the other team, you're always going to try to best the position equal to you, and now I'm being out-leveled because I died. And I really hate that sometimes about this game, that dying is actually just straight awful for your character. Guan Yu is wrecked right now. And I was, he's good. I'll try to catch them on the back end if they're still coming through, which they're not. But we're all good. We have no one on right lane. Gonna go out and help the Nuwa. She's gonna get shredded because she chose the dumb way to attack, which was to go through mid. She should have just traveled through jungle. So it's kind of her own fault anyway. I have enough to buy Aussie. Probably going to take the time to do so in a bit. Just going to do some wave clearing, try to catch up in level. You can see, pretty good wave clear now, just with my X and throwing out like maybe one set of commas, which is fantastic. I was going to try to ult him, he's zigzagging too much. One thing I definitely don't like about this game is the fact you can really just run in circles and evade people. You could, I've run physically just in a circle around someone, they couldn't hit me. Like, you can do that to assassins because they don't turn fast enough, you know, they don't have their sensitivity high enough, and you're really just circling around them, and it's kind of funny. The fact that that's even possible, the fact that they allow you to do that. And it's not like the game allows you to do it, but the fact that it's just made possible. Alright, I'm gonna go back on the other side now. Thought we were having a team fight. Erlang Shen is here in jungle. And he knows to leave. He's getting the hell out of here. I started doing what I know how to do, and that's just activate square, which is your biggest ally. Go ahead, try to pull me. Oh, nope. Not gonna happen, sorry. Can't pull me out of that. We lost right tower already. Fantastic. This gameplay's not going so well so far. But that's alright. I'm trying to play very passive because I've been playing 2-on-1 a lot in this lane, or 1-on-1 against someone who's probably got more damage than me at this point in the game, which is why I gotta get back and buy for once. Get back and buy Aussie, and I think I'll start on Wind Demon. Just get a little bit of early game crit, maybe that'd work on Quinn size, and then most likely Deathbringer. As my mid to late game strategy here. Got him that time, but it wasn't enough to actually kill him or even close. Go away. Go away. Oh, wow. See, that's what I mean. That's rough. See, Erlong Shen just... early game, he has stupid amounts of damage. And it doesn't help that our Circuit actually... See, like that? The Vulcan just ran in a circle around her. The Circuit couldn't hit her for crap. And, there I take my second death there. Izanami 3-0. Kinda making me look bad here, but that's alright. It is only my third game as Izanami, and, as it goes, my teammates aren't so hot either. The Circuit has 2-3, not the best. The new Wa, 0-3, not the best at all. So... not necessarily my fault. Obviously, losing right tower wasn't even close to my fault because I was on left side most of this game already. And, hopefully I can get back into this. It doesn't help that, when fighting that Erlong Shen at that time, he had a level or two on me. Not helpful at all, actually. I was really hoping after seeing this, Fafnir that he would actually turn into a griffin. This looks like he turns into a dragon. It's yellow color, which I was very actually not happy with. It just seemed very boring. God, I just get shredded. My team is so bad at team fighting. They all just run away. Like, okay, my problem right now is that Guan Yu. That Guan Yu has, like, half health and runs from every fight. That's a problem, because that means we don't have any tankiness while fighting, because one of our main tanks is kind of pussying out on me. So we can't attack because our tanks actually aren't getting in and helping, which, that's a problem. I can't take on 3 people alone, especially not this point in the game with a character like Izanami. Like I said, Izanami's early game damage is kind of shite. What you gotta do is you gotta land that X and just burst them down with the square, and that's not gonna be doable if you're fighting 3-on-1. Obviously, the square can only hit one person, so a little rough, to say the least. I'm actually gonna go back right now. I'm almost able to buy a Wind Demon. I'm very surprised at the build this Izanami has going, just with the Devo Gauntlet boots, Poison Star, and what's gonna look like probably be Quinn size. Is actually just wrecking everyone. She's level 15. She's got, I don't know how many kills. Ugh, I hate this bitch. There isn't much you can do about him. Once he gets, like, damaged, in terms of damage, he is one of the most annoying, and that right there is just total wreck. I thought I was out of range of it. Oh, is he actually a griffin? He looks sort of like one, but I don't feel like he actually... I'm actually going to take the time to recall now. I am not on a good amount of health. See, now they're going in for a team fight, and I'm not even on the front of it. Oh frickin' well. I lost too much health to fight. Anyway, let's go try to get back in there. I'm losing horribly in terms of level to this Izanami. She has been wrecking my teammates, and that is not good for me at all. There we go. Sneaky going through the wall. Tried to get me with the plant. I'm just going to keep going on my own Phoenix. He's not going to chase. See if I can go onto this right side, just get some lifesteal so I can stay in the lane longer. I really need to get on level. See, she's just shredding my team. Either that or my team is just bad. And I'm starting to think it's probably a mix of both. It seems like, one, they're not doing too hot, and two, we're just getting shredded. Yeah, I'm surprised at this Izanami build. Very similar to what I'm going to be building, except I just chose Aussie over Devo Gauntlet for a little bit extra attack speed. She chose Executioner, so probably all balances out, because I'm going to be taking Aussie and Twin Size. I don't think she'll be actually attacking nearly as fast as I will. Why, Fafnir? Why? To me, Fafnir is just such an a-hole. So he has a griffin head, but he has dragon wings. I thought a griffin had, like, feathery wings, if I'm not mistaken. Why me? Why me, bud? I think I got quite a few people with that shot. Ah, just out of range. See, when we actually fight as a team, we actually destroy their team, but when we fight alone, it's a big problem. I had to meditate out of that. I don't have any minions to lifesteal from, so I just kind of got to back off. My team's having trouble on right with our underleveled Circuit. Horribly, horribly underleveled. Yeah, the Nuwa and Circuit's levels are definitely not helping us in this regard. Not even close. I'll just stay until I get 2700. And the Izanami coming up on me, she's got decent level on me. I really can't stand to fight her. And definitely not going to be able to stand the Vulcan. And they're going to run. Cool, love it. Well, not run, but it seems like they're not going to stay and fight. The Vulcan's got it out for me. Trying to stay away from him. Definitely not friendly. If I can just get a little bit of lifesteal out of this, get my health back up. Dear God. Ow. I'm dead. I just got hit by just about everything I could have. Got pulled by Susanoo. That was a bad team fight. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't help that my team is extremely underleveled compared to theirs, and we're just getting absolutely dominated. Currently, our tanks, the only two alive, they're both underleveled compared to their tanks, and we're just getting shredded. Win or lose, I still enjoyed this game. It looks like we're definitely going to lose. That's a deicide, and our Circuit sucks. She's not going to do anything. Anyway, I guess just while we're wrapping this video up, I hope you enjoyed, even though it was a pretty shitty game. I'm glad to just bring you the new character, Izanami. It was fun while it lasted, and I'll catch you guys next time. Don't forget to double dump on that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!